We often think that life changes through grand gestures, massive goals, bold dreams, or lucky breaks. But what if I told you that your entire life could change from one small decision, one choice, one moment, one turning point? This is the story of Daniel, a man who discovered the extraordinary power of a single decision. Meet Daniel. At 35, Daniel felt like life had passed him by. He worked a dead-end job, lived alone, and every morning he woke up with a question echoing in his head. Is this it? Every day felt like a copy of the one before. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't unambitious. He was simply stuck, waiting for something, anything, to change. One Friday evening, Daniel received a call. His childhood friend Eric had passed away from a heart attack. Just 36. Suddenly, the fragility of life wasn't a cliché anymore. It was real. That night, Daniel didn't sleep. He sat in silence until the sun rose. He thought about time, how much he had wasted. And at 6:03 a.m., he made a decision. One simple choice: I'm going to run tomorrow morning, just 1 mile. It wasn't pretty. His legs burned, his lungs screamed, and halfway through, he had to walk. But he finished 1 mile, and something strange happened. He felt alive. For the first time in years, he felt proud, not because of the run, but because he chose to do something for himself. That one decision started a chain reaction. The next day, he ran again, then the next. Soon, he was waking up earlier, reading self-development books, eating healthier. His body began to change. Yes, but more importantly, so did his mindset. That one decision became a foundation, a quiet whisper in his head reminding him, you can choose. You are in control. But progress isn't a straight line. 3 weeks in, Daniel hit a wall. The old voices crept back. You always quit. What's the point? He nearly stopped. But then he remembered this wasn't about being perfect. It was about choosing. So he ran again. Not far, but far enough to silence the doubt. For now. While at the library, Daniel saw a flyer. Local 5K. Beginner's welcome. He hesitated. He'd never run that far. But something inside him said, what if? He signed up. That one decision sparked another. For the next 30 days, he trained harder than ever, not just for the race, but for what it represented, a new version of himself. Race day arrived. Daniel stood at the start line, heart pounding, not from fear, but anticipation. The gun went off. He ran, not fast, but steady. At mile 2, he wanted to stop. But he remembered his first mile. He remembered Eric. And he kept going. At the finish line, he didn't win a medal, but he crossed it and smiled. It was the happiest moment of his adult life. That race led to something bigger. Daniel began volunteering at a local youth center, teaching kids how to run, how to set goals, how to believe. He started a blog, One Decision Daily. It gained traction. People began emailing him, sharing how his story inspired them. His life wasn't just changing, it was impacting others. 1 year later, Daniel looked back. Same couch, same apartment. But he wasn't the same man, all because of one decision, 1 mile, one moment. That sparked 1,000 more. He whispered, thank you. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need a 10-step plan. You just need one decision: to run a mile, to write a page, to forgive someone, to believe again. Because one choice can create a ripple. That becomes a wave. That transforms your entire life. The power of one decision. How a single choice can change your life. Make yours today.